We have ignition.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into something crucial for every 8x8 customer administrator. Maximizing your 8x8 investment, license utilization, and beyond.
Sounds like a big one.
It is. Our mission here is basically to give you the key info you need. How to provision users effectively, understand those license types properly, and just really optimize your whole 8x8 setup.
Cutting through the noise a bit.
Exactly. We've waded through the onboarding guides, the admin console docs, help center articles, all of it. We've pulled out the most important bits. Think of this as your shortcut.
A practical guide.
Yeah, with some surprising facts, practical tips, stuff that'll hopefully really change how you manage your 8x8 world.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's unpack this from square one. For an 8x8 admin, where does the journey actually begin? What's the very first thing you need to do?
Well, your main starting point, your kind of command center, is the 8x8 admin console. That's at admin.8x8.com.
Admin.8x8.com.
Got it. Yep. That's where you manage users, assign licenses, set up features, everything, really.
And logging in, how does that work initially?
So when your service gets activated, you'll get your login details sent over. If you ever get stuck, like forget your username or password, it happens.
Happens to the best of us.
Right. Just go to login.8x8.com. There are options there for forgotten username or password. It just sends the recovery details to the email address you've got on file with 8x8.
Simple enough. Good to know where to go if you're locked out. Okay, so beyond that main admin console, what else is in the toolkit for an admin?
Oh, there's quite a bit more, actually. Besides the admin console itself, you've got the configuration manager.
Configuration manager.
Yeah.
What's that mainly for?
That's really essential for some of the more specialized setups. Think call queues, deeper contact center configurations, that sort of thing.
Okay, more advanced stuff.
Exactly. Then there are the analytics tools. These are super important for keeping an eye on usage, call performance, how the whole system is running.
Key, right?
Absolutely. And don't forget the My 8x8 support portal. That's your self-service spot.
My 8x8.
Yeah.
What can you do there?
It's pretty invaluable. You can create and manage support cases, access free training, like for the admin console itself.
Free training. Nice.
Yep. You can also review past orders, check your services, look at billing info. It's all there.
Sounds like a central hub for account management, too.
It really is. And there's also Auto, our virtual assistant, right inside My 8x8.
Auto, like an AI helper.
Yeah, basically. It can give you quick answers, how-tos for common things like setting up voicemail or figuring out number porting.
Handy for quick questions.
Definitely. And for our U.S. customers, there's also a shop section in My 8x8 if you need to quickly buy extra phone numbers or maybe some physical desk of phones.
Convenient.
And one more thing, in My 8x8, this is really important. Check your profile details. Make sure your admin contact info is right. But crucially, set a strong alphanumeric passphrase.
A passphrase. Why is that so important?
It's your identity check when you call 8x8 support. Having that passphrase ready saves a ton of time verifying who you are. Seriously, set it up.
That's a golden tip. Okay, noted. So you're in the admin console. You know about the other tools. What about setting up your specific company environment, personalizing it, securing it?
Good question. Security and structure first, always. You can set up single sign-on, SSO.
SSO, right.
Yeah.
Lets users log in with their usual company password.
Exactly. Simpler for them, more secure for you. Then there's the roles and permissions menu. This is key.
Why is that?
It lets you define really specific user roles, so people only get access to the parts of the system they actually need for their job. Least privilege principle, you know?
Makes sense. Limits potential issues.
Right. And you should also set password policies for your organization there. Strong passwords, rotation, all that.
Standard security practice.
Yep. And a pro tip, set up alerts and notifications. You can get alerted for things like hitting license usage limits or potential service issues. It's a good heads up.
Proactive monitoring, I like it.
And one more foundational thing. Before you even start creating users, make sure your company sites are set up correctly. That's under home sites.
Sites, like physical locations.
Exactly. Or logical groupings. They form the structure. You confirm business locations, adjust universal settings like time zones, and define your internal dial plan how long extensions are.
Extension length. How long can they be?
Actually, anywhere from 2 to 10 digits, so pretty flexible.
Okay.
And the crucial bit, every site must have a verified emergency address. That's non-negotiable for routing 911 calls correctly.
Absolutely critical. Okay, foundation set. Now, licenses. This is where, like you said, it can feel like a puzzle sometimes. How do you make sense of what you have and figure out who needs what?
Yeah, this is where optimizing your investment really starts. Understanding licenses is key because the type you assign dictates exactly what features a user gets.
So where do I see what licenses I actually have?
Easy. In the admin console, go to Home Licenses. That gives you the big picture. A full list of all the license types on your account, descriptions, how many you own, and importantly, how many are currently assigned.
Like a dashboard for your license inventory.
Pretty much, it's laid out clearly. You'll see it broken down by license type, then by country. And there's a detailed side panel, too.
What's in the side panel?
More specifics. License IDs, who or what it's assigned to, could be a user, could be a service like a call queue, and the service address tied to that license.
Can you filter that view? If you have a lot of licenses.
Oh, yeah. You can filter by country, search for a specific license ID, or filter by status like show me all assigned or unassigned or even suspended licenses.
Suspended. What does that mean?
Good catch. Suspended licenses are basically unusable right now. They can't be assigned.
Why would a license be suspended?
Two main reasons. Either 8x8 removed it, maybe to lower your bill. It stays suspended for 30 days then, giving you a chance to get it back if needed. Or it's linked to a user you've deactivated.
Ah, so if I reactivate the user.
The license suspension is automatically revoked. It becomes usable again.
Okay. What about that unassigned total column you mentioned?
That's super useful for a quick check. Tells you instantly how many licenses of each type are just sitting there spare, not linked to anyone yet.
Good for seeing if you have capacity or if you're running low.
Exactly. And one more thing on managing these. You can manually update the service address for unassigned licenses.
Why would I do that?
Mostly for billing accuracy. Especially if you operate in places with different state or local taxes, you just filter for unassigned, click in the service address column, and pick the right site address.
Got it. And if I just want to see what license one specific user has?
Even easier. Go to Home Users, find the user, click their name, an info panel slides out, showing their services and permissions right there.
Perfect. Okay. That covers managing the licenses. Now, the big question. Who needs what license? Let's start with the core products, 8x8 work users.
Right. For your typical 8x8 Work app users, you're mainly looking at the 8x8 Work X series licenses. X2, X3, X4, up to X...
EX series, like different tiers.
Exactly. Think of them as levels of functionality. An X2 is solid for, say, a standard office user needing reliable voice, chat, maybe some meetings. As you go up the series, you add more capabilities.
Like what kind of capabilities?
Things like unlimited calling plans, soft phone features, internet fax, SMS texting, more advanced meeting features, deeper analytics access, call recording options, integrations with CRM systems.
So an X8 would be for someone needing pretty much everything.
Yeah, like a power user, maybe an executive, someone heavily involved in communications and needing all the bells and whistles. The specific X series license dictates exactly which features are enabled. There's also a more basic license, 8x8 Work Lobby.
Lobby. What's that for?
It's quite basic, primarily extension-to-extension calling within your company, and it includes analytics access, good for maybe common area phones or very light use cases.
Okay, that clarifies the work side. What about 8x8 contact center users? Agents handling customer interactions.
For them, the main license is the VCC Agent License. VCC stands for Virtual Contact Center.
So VCC Agent License enables them to handle calls and queues.
Exactly. It gives them the agent privileges to handle those queued interactions, calls, chats, emails, whatever channels you use.
What if a contact center agent also needs to collaborate with other employees using 8x8 Work, like asking an expert for help?
Good point. For that Expert Connect capability, where contact center agents can reach out to 8x8 Work users, they'll typically need an appropriate 8x8 Work service bundle or an X series license added on top of their VCC agent license.
They might need two licenses sometimes.
Potentially, yes, depending on the exact workflow.
Good to know. What about 8x8 Engage?
Engage is kind of a hybrid. It's designed for users who need both contact center queue capabilities and the collaboration features of 8x8 Work.
So how are they licensed?
They get a dedicated pair of licenses. One specific 8x8 Engage license for the contact center side of things, and another Engage license either bundled or unbundled for the 8x8 Work app provisioning.
A pair. Got it. So they can use Work apps, but also take queued calls.
Precisely. They can chat, meet, use Work features, and handle interactions from the contact center queues. They also support things like ring groups and group call pickups.
Is there flexibility in assigning those Engage licenses?
Yes, there's some enhanced flexibility now.
Yeah.
You can actually assign an Engage license to a user, even if their main phone system profile, their PBX, isn't directly linked to that specific contact center group, as long as that contact center group has Engage licenses available.
Interesting. But that doesn't apply to full contact center licenses.
Correct. You can't assign a full contact center license like an X6, X7, or X8, which bundle CC capabilities, if the user's PBX isn't linked to a contact center tenant that has those licenses.
Okay, that distinction is important. And then there are add-ons too.
Yeah. Always consider add-ons based on your needs. Things like secure payment processing or maybe extra storage for call recordings, they complement the core licenses.
Okay, super helpful. So you figured out your licenses. Now actually getting users set up and working the provisioning part, how does that kick off?
It's actually designed to be pretty straightforward in the admin console. You just navigate to admin console users and the user.
Add user.
All right.
Simple enough. Any tips to make it smoother?
Definitely. My top tip, assign the services, the licenses right there during the initial user setup.
While you're creating the user.
Yes. It just streamlines everything. Avoids you having to go back in later and add the license separately. If you're adding a bunch of users at once, say onboarding a new team, use the bulk import feature. Upload a CSV file. Huge time saver.
Bulk import. Good for scale. What do I need before I start creating users?
Phone numbers. Make sure you have phone numbers available in your 8x8 system. Either claim new ones from the 8x8 pool or have your existing numbers ported in.
Should I wait for porting to finish before setting up users?
Actually, I recommend adding numbers from the 8x8 pool first, even if you plan to port numbers later. Assign those temporary 8x8 numbers. That way, users can be set up and ready to go immediately, no downtime waiting for the port. You can swap the numbers later once the port completes.
Smart. Avoids delays. Okay, so I'm in the add user screen. What basic info is needed?
Just the basics. First name, last name, and an email address. But that email is critical. It's where the welcome email goes with the password setup link and the app download links.
Does the email have to be unique?
Interestingly, no. You can use the same email for multiple user profiles. Think of a shared phone, like a front desk or warehouse line. Multiple profiles might use that same contact email. However, the username for each profile must be unique.
Username unique, email can be shared. Then assigning the license.
Yep. Under the Services and Permissions section, you just pick the license you want to assign from the available pool.
And phone settings.
Crucial part. Under Voice Basic Settings, you must assign 3 things. A phone number, an extension.
The extension, can I choose anything?
You can enter one or let the system suggest the next available one. Remember, they can be 2 to 10 digits long.
So phone number, extension, and what's the third thing?
A device. Can be a physical IP desk phone.
What if it is a desk phone?
If you bought it from 8x8, it's super easy. You just enter its address or use an activation code displayed on the phone screen. For third-party phones, it's a bit more involved, but there are detailed provisioning guides available via My 8x8 or by asking Auto.
Okay, that covers the absolute must-haves. But user profiles have tons of other settings, right? What are the really impactful ones?
There are many, but let's focus on the key ones. Emergency address, especially for remote users, make sure it's their actual location, not just the office address.
Vital for 911. What else?
Voicemail settings. Admins can set default greetings or users can record their own later. You can set up email notifications for voicemails, even attach the MP3. Set a voicemail PIN too.
Caller ID.
Yep, external and internal caller ID. Control what number or name shows up when they call out or call colleagues. And call forwarding rules, huge.
Call forwarding. Like if they don't answer.
Exactly, or if their internet's down or they're busy or on Do Not Disturb. By default, it goes to voicemail, but you can forward calls to other numbers like their mobile. You can even adjust how long their phone rings before forwarding kicks in.
Lots of control there. What about call recording?
Important one. You can enable it, make it selective, choose if there's an announcement to the other party. Big caveat here. You absolutely must follow all local, state, or regional laws regarding call recording consent.
Compliance is key, always. SMS.
SMS needs to be enabled, and as of 2023, you need to complete an SMS campaign registration first before users can send texts from their 8x8 number. It's an industry-wide change.
Okay, regulatory step there. Anything else critical for setup?
Maybe fax settings if the user needs it. Assign a unique fax number, different from their voice number. Set up notifications. Also, check their external calling permission. What destinations can they call? Domestic, international, and maybe analytics access. Do they need to see reports?
So prioritize these key ones, then explore the others like music on hold or CRM integrations as needed.
That's the way to do it. Don't get bogged down trying to configure every single toggle initially. Focus on the essentials.
Makes sense. What about managing multiple users efficiently?
Bulk edits are your friend. Select multiple users in the list, and you can apply common settings like call recording or music on hold to all of them at once.
Nice. Saves clicks.
You can also send welcome emails in bulk or reset passwords for multiple users simultaneously. And finally, don't hoard the admin controls.
Meaning?
Empower other trusted team members. Grant them admin access via roles and permissions. You can give full admin rights or create custom roles with very specific permissions, maybe just for their own site location. Share the workload.
Delegate effectively. Good advice. What does that welcome email look like for the user?
It's pretty clear. Subject line is, "Welcome to 8x8, you're all set." The email prompts them to download the 8x8 Work desktop and mobile apps, gives them login instructions, and tells them they can access voicemail, chat, meetings, all in one place.
And best practices for that initial onboarding.
Assign the license before their start date, if possible. Makes day one smoother. Clearly share the login steps and those direct app download links, and really encourage them to get both the desktop and mobile apps. It gives them maximum flexibility.
Great practical tips. Okay, let's shift gears to the long game. Users are set up, things are running. How do you keep that 8x8 investment optimized, making sure you're really getting value from every license?
You're spot on. This is crucial for ongoing value. Regular assessment of license utilization is key. It stops you from paying for things you don't need and ensures resources are allocated effectively.
So when should I be doing this assessment? Is there a recommended schedule?
I generally recommend a few key trigger points. First, make quarterly reviews a habit. Just block out some time every 3 months.
What do I do in that review?
Use your analytics tools. Look for unused or underused licenses. Who hasn't logged in? Whose call volume is super low? Identify those dormant resources.
Find the dust bunnies.
Exactly. Second, always reassess after significant organizational changes. Think new hires, departmental restructuring, layoffs, unfortunately.
Why then specific?
It's the perfect time to align roles with the right service tiers. Maybe a new team needs more contact center licenses, or a restructured department needs fewer high-tier work licenses. You can easily upgrade or downgrade licenses for users right in the admin console home user services and permissions.
Does changing a license mess up their basic settings?
Nope. That's the great part. Things like their phone number, extension, call forwarding rules, those are preserved when you change the license type. They just get different feature access. You might need to configure new features the upgraded license provides, though, and you can even add a second work or contact center license if someone's role expands significantly.
Flexible. Okay, so quarterly reviews after organizational changes.
Yeah.
Any other key time?
Yes, absolutely critical. Before renewals. Well, before your contract renewal date, do a thorough validation of your current usage versus your license count. Look at future needs, too.
Why is that so important?
It stops you from blindly renewing and potentially overpaying for licenses you just aren't using. It gives you leverage and ensures your next contract accurately reflects your real needs.
Proactive planning saves money. Got it. So those are the when. What about the how? Specific tips for optimizing right now.
Think creatively. If your business focus shifts, maybe you need more inbound support capacity. Consider converting some underutilized 8x8 work licenses to 8x8 contact center agent licenses, if that makes sense.
Repurpose licenses based on need.
Exactly. And remember, adding more licenses if you need them is simple. You can often do it right from the licenses page in the admin console or via the shop in My 8x8. And removing them is just as easy. Edit the user, click the X next to the license. It's about staying agile and matching your licenses to your actual usage.
That's really practical advice. Keep reviewing, be proactive before renewal, and don't be afraid to adjust licenses up or down as needed.
That's the core of it.
Wow. Okay. We've covered a lot today, a real deep dive, from getting started in the admin console, understanding all the tools, demystifying those license types, streamlining user setup, and then really focusing on that ongoing optimization.
It's a full life cycle view, really.
It is. Thinking about everything we discussed, what's the main takeaway for you? The big picture idea.
For me, it connects back to the why, continuously analyzing and optimizing your license utilization. It's not just about trimming costs, although that's a benefit. It's fundamentally about making sure your communication platform, your tech stack, is perfectly aligned with where your business is going.
So it supports growth and change.
Exactly. It drives efficiency. It makes sure the right people have the right tools. Ultimately, it enhances pretty much every interaction, whether it's with a customer or between employees. It's about getting the absolute maximum value from your 8x8 investment.
That's a powerful way to frame it. Not just admin tasks, but strategic alignment. So, for everyone listening, we really encourage you, open up your 8x8 admin console, maybe with this conversation fresh in your mind.
Take a look around with new eyes.
Yeah. Maybe click into your license inventory under Home Licenses. See what you discover. You might be really surprised at the efficiencies you can find just waiting to be uncovered.